One of the common phrases we use is that branding is alignment and rebranding is realignment. And that is because the process of branding, which we do through going through our brand strategy, is about really going back to the core of who you are. Why did this business start, or why did this brand start? What are the things we want to achieve? What is the change that we would like to see? And that's where we are even doing this thing that we are doing. Why is it important to us? What is our purpose? So asking these questions that return us to the core of who we are will help us to be aligned. And even asking ourselves, where do we want to go? So that we compare and look at the things that we are currently doing. Are they aligned with where we want to go? So that if we veered off, we start going back into alignment along the journey. Because at some point we might find that we veered off the path of where we started or where we want to go. So we now need to come back to realign. And that is what rebranding is. It is about looking at what had we said we want to achieve. What was our mission? Where did we say we want to go? Have we left that path and started taking on another different path? So that if we have done that, we circle back, we sit down, we ask ourselves, what had we decided at the beginning? Where were we to go? What were we to be accomplishing? How were we to be doing it? So that now we can go back and realign. Or we decide that we actually want to go a different direction altogether. So we come up with a different vision, a different mission, and we say that that is the thing that you need to accomplish. So we come up with a different mission. We now communicate what's our cause. What is the cause that we now want to stand for? Because we have changed. This is what we were about, but now this is what we now want to be about from now moving forward. So that realignment is very important, that it starts at the core. If yes, there's a change, and it's okay to have a change, it still needs to start at the core. It still needs to start with asking ourselves the questions: what really is directing this thing? What really is fueling this thing that we now want to do? So still, what is our why? What is our purpose? What is our mission? What are now the new values that we want to embody? Why do we want to do that? What is the cause that we want to stand for as we are doing this new thing? So it's still important to have realignment, to be realigned. So when we are now going through the brand strategy process, it is seeking alignment. Seeking alignment with the core of who the brand is, so that it's very unique to the essence of that brand. You don't want to look like the other brands and it's just a copy and paste, or there's no difference between what they say, what they do, what they look like with your brand. What can make it unique is just that process of really searching deeply, doing the inner work, and that's what we were saying gives the brand the unique essence of who it is. That is what will make you aligned. That is what will help you document. This is who we are about. This is what we want to accomplish, so that even in future you can look back and really ask yourself, are you still aligned, or have you moved out of the path that you were supposed to be walking? Are you now misaligned? Are you out of alignment? So branding and brand strategy is seeking alignment, really searching from the depth of who you are internally, so that now you can communicate that externally. And we are saying it is in starting there that makes you very unique. It will give you the unique identity that you need to have, because you should not look like so and so and so the other different brands. You should look like your own unique self. You should look like the you that you are, because there is no other you but you. So it's very important that we start with that alignment process, and that is what the brand strategy helps us do. And if we realize that we are out of alignment, we now come back, and that's what rebranding is, coming back to alignment, or really recentering ourselves so that as you're moving forward, we are coming from a place of now we are centered. We have recentered ourselves. We know what we want to accomplish, and this is it. And now we present it to the world. So branding is alignment, or brand strategy is seeking alignment, while rebranding is seeking realignment, centering ourselves before we start communicating what we are about, or before we now move on. It's very important to be centered and grounded and really know that this is who we are about, this is where we are going, and now we follow that path. Yes.